Greetings from Music City, USA. Chad back for a quick, I'm going to do this quick, I promise. A quick alternative update. On the turntable, I'm listening to Middle Brother, a supergroup of sorts. I guess you may call them an Americana supergroup. You got John McCauley from Deer Tick, Matthew Vasquez from Delta Spirit, and of course Taylor Goldsmith from Dawes on the vocals there. And the funny thing about this is, honestly, I don't really care for any of those bands, but together, these guys, I really like this album. It's from 2011, and I've had it since 2012, I guess. But yeah, I dig it out often and listen to it. Like I said, it's good acoustic, some light electric, Americana, I guess is the best way to rap Americana alternative. So, excuse me, man. God, every time I do this. Okay. So that is on the hi-fi. First, from the update. This is a 90s classic here. Pavement. Crooked Rain. You know, 90s alternative music. This is definitely one of their most popular albums. 94. You know, 94. Alternative music was at its peak, I guess, 92 to 94. This and Slanted and Enchanted, I guess, are their two best efforts, or two most popular efforts. I've got a bunch of their CDs, and I like a lot of their stuff. But yeah, Cut Your Hair, you've probably heard. There's a couple that they had. Yeah. Geddy Lee, how did his voice get that way? I don't know. Okay, The Smiths, Louder Than Bombs. This, another alternative classic. Yeah, basically this was this is just a compilation of singles and so forth. Yeah, singles and I guess maybe rarities or whatever. B-sides and stuff. This was the first Smiths CD that I ever bought, and to this day, still one of my favorites, just because it is almost like a greatest hits, Yeah, if you don't listen to the Smiths or have never tried, that is definitely the best place to start, if you ask me. Better than those best ofs, Volume 1 and 2. I don't know. I don't much care for those. I'm going back a lot here, man. This is, and I've been going back a lot lately. You notice that in my heavy metal as well as my other stuff. I don't know, man. I've just, it's been a while since I've been adding to my collection, so I felt the need to go back and get some of my old favorites. Another well-known nugget. This one from the 80s, of course. Violent Femmes. Their eponymous debut, and definitely their most popular album, 1982 Slash Records. This is a reissue that I just got I got this about a year ago, but was playing it the other day, and I thought I would add it since I'm kind of taking a trip back through the annals of alternative music. Okay, just got this one the other day. This is, I thought it was an upgrade, but I actually didn't have this, surprisingly enough. This is one of Hendrix's posthumous album. I think this was the first posthumous album, I believe. The Cry of Love, of course, the song Freedom, Easy Rider. I guess those are the two well-known songs from this, but still a good album. It gets reviews for the positive and negative, but I've always enjoyed it. I think it's a good record from start to finish. I've got no problem with it at all. very glad to add it to the collection. Another reissue, 180 gram, sounds very nice. Legacy, I guess, Legacy Records. Yeah. Okay. This is one from last year, 2014. Yeah, I just got this, but this is the debut from the Fat White Family. This is a bunch of English blokes that, what is it, Champagne Holocaust. I saw their performance that they did my God, man, a music festival, and really liked it, man. Yeah, it's psychedelic pop, psychedelic alternative, but there's nothing bubblegum about this, man. It's the real deal. Special Ape is a total nod to Captain Beefheart, extremely Beefhearty, but all the other tracks, none of the other tracks really sound like somebody so particular as that one does. But yeah, Who Shot Lee Oswald? Is It Raining in Your Mouth? They did that on Letterman, and if you go to YouTube and check out the Letterman performance of Is It Raining in Your Mouth, you get a good idea of what they're about. Oh, another addition to the Pogues collection. This is my favorite Pogues album. If I Should Fall from Grace with God. I do have an older copy that is one of the original pressings, but I saw this online from Newberry Comics, supposedly just 1,000 copies on clear vinyl, so I had to get it just to add it to the collection, and it sounds good, man. It sounds really nice. Once again, if you've never listened to the Pogues or aren't sure, this to me is the best place to start. It's a very well-rounded album. It shows all of their influences basically. This has Fairy Tale of New York on it, which is, to my understanding, a huge Christmas song in the UK, and it was played on MTV. This, by the way, was '88. This is actually their third release, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think there was Red Roses, Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, and then this. Yeah, Turkish Song of the Damned, Bottle of Smoke. Fiesta is opens up side 2, man, and it's a total Mexican fiesta, dude. It just sounds like a fiesta coming out of your stereos. It's a party. You need to crack open a Corona with a lime and just do it up. Another addition to, I believe this rounds out my Van Halen collection. I think I've got everything else up to For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. So, very happy to add this one. Gets a super mint copy, one of the old BMG, had to put their mark on it. Yeah, mint condition on that one, and happy to add it to the collection. Status Quo live. Yeah, like many people in the VC, I think. I don't know who started the whole Status Quo thing, but I figured I had to jump on the bandwagon, so I did, and yeah, found a few of their albums right down the road here, and this is just a super clean copy of this album. I figured it was probably a good place to start. Live album should have, I assume their hits, or some of their hits. I do see that they do a cover of Roadhouse Blues. So any band that does Roadhouse Blues is good with me, because that's as long as they don't bastardize it, because that's just a great song to cover. So yeah, Status Quo Live. This, man, I've been around and around with Amazon over this thing, man. I ordered this months ago, got a copy. It was terribly warped. Got another copy. It was terribly warped. Just got this copy. And let's see. Pretty cool little sleeve art there. I'm not sure if it's warped or not. Let me see. I don't know. I may have to put it on the turntable to see. Man, this is worse than the other ones. The other ones had like a punch bowl warp. This has the fucking waves on multiple sides. It's laughable. I mean, my God. Where do you go from here, you know? I guess I'm just not going to get a copy of this. Really wanted a copy of this because it's the only replacements album that I, don't have, because I don't consider this having it. This was an EP that they put out when the original band, obviously minus Bob Stinson, rest in peace, reformed last year in 2013, and they put this out to help Slim, the Slim Dunlop Fund. Yeah, a good thing. I'm happy to help out that, but god dang, man, what a terrible copy. And let's see. Oh, an upgrade, a beautiful upgrade, golden earring cut. Yeah, everybody's got this album, I'm sure. You have to. Yeah, Twilight Zone, 1982, Polydor. Yeah, Twilight Zone, really the only, I think I've got a golden earring, greatest hits. And, there's a couple of decent songs on there, but Twilight Zone, Twilight Zone. And you can usually find this. I think I paid $3.50 for this. And like I said, it is beautiful. Beautiful copy. And the last thing I have here is this Kings of Leon box set that I got last week. Hey, I guess some of you may know Kings of Leon. They're from here. They're from Nashville, and their father was like some sort of kind of like a Pentecostal preacher, and they're all brothers. 3 brothers and 1 cousin. The lead guitarist is a cousin, and the other 3 are all brothers. But their first 3 albums, I really like them a lot. It's just good, straightforward rock and roll, And I don't know, they get a lot of flack, and their new stuff, it's kind of more definitely AOR, man. It's almost U2-ish, and I don't know, nothing. I like some U2, most of their older stuff. So yeah, they just really kind of got out of the last maybe 3 albums. I'm not into it all, but kind of funny. This looks like the God Hates Us All album cover. Ought to dig the CD out over there to do a comparison. But yeah, this is this is their first 3 albums. This is the early years. This is number 3,560. But it's a very well-made box here. You've got here's what was on the back. It's got they're all double 180 gram vinyl, but they're all gatefold double albums. Youth and Young Manhood, Aha, Shake, Heartbreak, which was the first one I ever heard. And if you're not into them, you ought to listen to either one of those. Aha, Shake, Heartbreak. I loved that when I first heard it. And then Because of the Times, they start kind of flowing into that AOR vibe. And then there's also this extra Rarely album. Yeah, Rarely. And it's just, the first side is some studio tracks, never released. And then the B-side is some live stuff, including one song from their very first EP that's not on any other thing that I really like, Wicker Chair. Comes with a book. That's that first EP I was talking about with the cherries. Shit, it's a California Waiting. No, Holy Roller Novocaine, which is on Youth and Young Manhood. But a nice little book comes with it. Real quick, I'll show you. This is, and the albums, man, they feel like they're made out of cloth. Really weird. I'm not familiar with this. I took the first album out of all of them because, you know, with gatefolds and especially with double albums that aren't gatefolds, I always take one of the records out and put it behind it. But yeah, Youth and Young Manhood. Right here, it's got their faces on it. If you hold it the right way, you can see it. It's kind of like the Metallica Black Album, or you know, there's a few records that do that kind of optical illusion deal. This is the one that turned me on to them. Aha, Shake, Heartbreak. The CD is actually white instead of black. Shit. There's that. Pretty little flower thing on the front there. And then you've got Because of the Times. And like I said, they start to kind of go off into the, you know, the sound that they sound like today. But, you know, they all, like I said, 180 gram. They all have custom center rings. I haven't listened. I've only listened to like two records so far, but they sound really good. Also comes with a little poster. Oh, you know, that reminds me, I think, hang on one second. Oh, here's the rarely, the extra album that comes with it. It's just a single album, like I said, studio and live. I think I've got this. Hold 1 second, please. Wow, you know, I just realized that when I saw the cover of that again, that I actually have that. Yeah, this, and I remember the whole story now. I bought this off of Amazon a year ago, I guess. It was it was damaged, and they were selling them for like $4 or $5, like $5, I think. I've bought damaged crap from them before that really wasn't too bad, but this, you know, it's really something knocked the shit out of this. It's got ripped down the seam there, carries over to the front there some, and then really carries over to the back. A bend, a little light bend down there in the bottom corner. Aside from that, it's got the little poster in there with it that unfortunately was slightly damaged too. See right there in the center, there's just a small hole, but that's the poster. But the vinyl is perfect. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong, luckily, at all with the vinyl. So, if anybody is interested in it, let me know. I have no use for it anymore. So, yeah, if anybody would like to have this, hit me up, and I would be happy to send it on the way. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna wrap this up because I have got to get ready to get out of here. Thanks for watching, if you watched, and thanks a lot for everything, man. We will see you later.